Alright, what's up, y'all? We're back. Got another video today. Yesterday was President's Day. Didn't trade yesterday. Today we did take a trade. It's Tuesday, February 17th, by the way. So we actually passed the Eval today. So we passed the combine, as you guys can see on the Discord here, right? This is the information. It was posted today, February 17th, on the Discord, as you guys can see. And again, you guys can join the Discord here. I'll have the link in the description for you guys to join. And we post where it wins, profit and loss, trade recaps. We have live trading as well. Just a couple other things on there, so you guys can check that out. But for today, I had a bearish bias on the day. Yeah, other than that, it's not too much. So I kind of just go into what I saw today. So firstly, on the daily, the only reason why I was thinking market was going to go up, just so we can hit this daily fair value gap that you guys can see in here. That's the only reason why. But I just had an overall bearish bias because we're still tagging the suspension block, and I was looking for the draw on liquidity to be this low at 575, and we have this one here at 246 as well. So those are the draws on liquidity on the day, just on the daily time frame. Then we're going to go down to the 4 hour. And again, as you guys can see here, 240 draw on liquidity. And then I had that one there at 580 on the 4 hour, as well as I had this fair value gap that we came and actually tapped into. And we go down to the 1 hour time frame. I think here's where we started to notice some SMTs. I'm not so sure. I know we had an SMT somewhere. It might have been before they formed. Oh, here we go. Here's the SMT. So here's that SMT. So the high. NASDAQ took out this high here, this area liquidity, while on the S&P we just created the equal highs, right? So oops, I didn't mean to do that, but that's fine. So as you guys saw that, right, we have that high that we took, and then that was one draw on liquidity as well in the hourly. Let me remove these things on this chart. Okay, remove those. All right, and then let's see, this was the draw on liquidity here. The other one lower, we're not going to mark out just because we didn't tag it. So it's a draw, but you guys saw the bigger picture on the daily and the 4 hour. So there's that on the hourly. And then here on the hourly, you guys will notice. So we didn't get this candle when I was taking my trade. We were actually within this candle and this green candle here. And as you guys can see here, right, we were trading pre-market. You guys will see on the 1 minute, but we actually started going up above this. It was looking like we were going to inverse this hourly gap in here, but we actually respected the gap. So this is kind of one confluence that I had in my trade to help me kind of figure out my trade entry, right? So there was that on the hourly. Then we go down back to the 15 minute. Same thing on the 15 minute here, right here, that 15 minute gap that's relative to the hourly gap. And then, yeah, again, as you guys can see here, we respected it, and then we continued down, right? And then we also had this tap into this 15-minute gap. And I think it was before that we had entered, but I'll have to check again in a second. And then draws on liquidity, higher, just, again, right here, right? And then we have that low that we had in there. And then, where was it on the 15-minute? I think it's going to be too long to find in the 15-minute. The hourly, right, we had this one here, we had this draw here, and then we had this draw here, right? So we actually ended up taking this draw and this first draw that I wanted us to hit. And then we'll go down in the 1 minute. We'll skip the 5 minute for now. So again, higher time frames, what we noticed was the rejections off the fair value gaps and the retracements. And then, yeah, that was pretty much it on the higher time frames, right? But that's kind of most of the time what we look for. And then what we noticed in here actually was in the 15 minute, we took this high here at 2 a.m. So we took the buy side liquidity. And then I know we had an SMT again here somewhere on the 15 minute. Let's see, 2 a.m. Okay, I don't know where it was, but I think we had an SMT, right? It might have formed after this, but here's that SMT, or here's that high that we took, sorry. We go down to the 1 minute, and then as you guys can see here, we actually took that high as well here, right? And then this fair value gap in here at 8:34 a.m. This was the, oh, and again, this is Central Standard Time. I'm pretty sure, right? I'm Chicago time, so 8:34 a.m. This is the New York 9:30, right? So here's that first presented gap we had in there, right? We had the sweep of liquidity, and then what do you guys notice that this candle does? We actually inverse this candle. So this would have been a nice short in here. You guys could have entered off this inversion here at about 7:10-ish. And then you guys could have taken first TP here, right? You could have taken a TP here, which was the real draw that I wanted to hit. And then you guys could have taken the one lower that you guys saw. I think it was around right here, right? So that was kind of the that was the main trade of the day. I didn't actually take this trade just because, you know, I wasn't, you know, paying attention so much. But there's that trade in the day, right? So the 1 minute, the inversion, liquidity sweep, tap into the higher time frames for value gaps, right? And I think, did the 5 minute do anything? No, the 5 minute did have this inversion though, but as you guys can see, this was already the move. So you could have front ran it, but there's down the 5 minute. Then we'll go down. I'll show you guys the trade that I actually took. So this was the trade I took. I hate that this thing doesn't have this, but that's fine. So I actually entered on the inversion of this gap, right? So I entered at, it was about 567, 568, right? We entered about there. So right before we actually closed and inversed the gap. And then TP, I only needed $200 to actually pass the account. So I only, you know, it was like 20 ticks or so. So after the inversion, I think I got out around, you know, right here at not even 511, way less. I think it was at like 570. So it was 540-ish I got out. So it was like about right here. And again, you guys could have held this entire move from the inversion gap up until here. You guys could have put your stop here, or you could have put it right above the inversion gap as well, right? So there's a lot of times you could have entered here in this trade, or not times you could enter, but if you guys are very you know, kind of aware, I guess is what you can say, in the market, and just looking at the charts, you guys will notice, right? Tap into the higher time frame fair value gaps. Then again, inversion of the 1 minute gap, right? Closure with this candle. You could have entered here as well, taking TP at this low here before, as you guys can see, we kind of rally up for the rest of the day, right? And again, the rally up is because or is caused by the sweep of this low here. Right, and then we go up. We have the inversion of this little baby gap here, and then when we go to the higher time frames, you guys will see the 15-minute got inversed, and then right, tap into this fair value gap in here, tap into this fair value gap. You guys could have taken TP here, right? You would have put it here, but if you guys had stop loss and you held it there, you guys would have eventually hit TP, right? So overall, today wasn't a bad trading day, right? We had this again. This inversion down. This would have been the first trade of the day. This one would have been really nice at 7:10, and let's say you would have got out at 5:10, right? Essentially 5:10, 200 tick move, right? 200 point move, sorry. And again, five micros on that is, I don't even know. It's an insane amount. I think it's $2,000, something like that. 4 contracts on the micros is 4,000, right? So depending on your risk and, you know, all those other things that go along with trading. So. But yeah, overall, today wasn't, you know, today was actually a pretty good trading day. There was a few trades that you guys could have taken. I'm just here looking at the higher time frames just to see, like, what we noticed, right? I'm pretty sure this was the 15-minute that we tagged into before we took that short. But, yeah, again, this was a quick video. Just kind of doing, like, a trade recap of what I noticed today. And just telling you guys that I passed the combine as well. And again, if you guys are interested, don't forget to join the Discord, right? We got, you know, it's fairly new, but we're uploading, we got live trading, trade recaps, profit and loss, right? Wins on the Lucid Combine Pass. We even got options on the Discord. So if you guys see that, if you guys are interested, don't forget to join the Discord. And if this video helped you guys out, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and just drop your support down below. And then I'll be making a video tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday, Thursday, probably not. And we might be live streaming tomorrow as well on the Discord. So I'll keep the Discord updated. I'll let you guys know in a couple hours. So if you guys are interested in seeing the live stream, join the Discord. It's completely free as well. So, but yeah, I'm gonna end this here. Yeah, I'll see you guys on tomorrow. All right, peace.